Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Taking a look at a Eutektik knife today. Had one or a couple on the channel quite a while ago, but this is one of the newer models. I actually picked it up. Of course, Eutektik is Liang Ma's budget line of knives, and actually picked this one up from him at SHOT Show, which was very cool. He sent this one and the Trinity home to check out. So very, very cool. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Now you can tell this is, it might look a little familiar. Well, it's supposed to. Because this is the EFD, the Everyday Field Carry, which is basically the budget version of his field duty model. So it's the EFD, Everyday Field Duty. So G10 on the handles, you got some good milling going on there, or milling, but texturing. Definitely gives you a pretty decent grip. Not too bad at all. Open construction on it. You do have a lanyard hole right there. Deep carry clip, right and left-handed carry. Yes, we are making everybody happy today. Now, we don't have recessed screws, but they are low profile, so half points on that one. It's just, it is a recessed clip though, so definitely give credit for that. But I think those recessed screws just make it look a lot better. So, but yeah, very, very much, a field duty design, but just on a budget level. Now, when I say budget level, I'm talking materials and price, but I'm not talking about quality at all. Quality is on point fairly well. Whoa, let's take a look. Fit and finish. As I look at, it's pretty darn centered. I thought it was off towards the show side just a bit, but I think it's pretty well centered. Everything else, it's all chamfered off very nicely. No sharp spots around. You do have some jimping up here on your front flipper, top flipper, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely a front flipper for me and not a top flipper. I don't have enough leverage to get over the top of it. And then, of course, you have the hole, which reverse flicks very easily. But as far as just your overall first off fit and finish, it's done pretty well. Couple minor nitpicks, but that's just personal preference. But overall, not too bad. Now, like I said, you've got a couple different deployment methods. You do have the front flipper, like so. And then you've got the hole, which is very easy to reverse flick. I mean, I can do it, so come on now. The detent for the front flipper, it's a little solid for the front flipper, but it's pretty much perfect for that. And you can hear it when it takes hold. I mean, it snaps in there really, really well. And it's got a good, it pops. So the detent's pretty solid. I am liking it quite a bit. I loved the original Field Duty, and this just being a budget version is right on point as well. Love the blade, the nice drop point. You've got a stonewash blade, 14C28N. There you go. It says it right there. Very much so. Loving the blade steel. Now, there are several different colors of this. There's the purple, as you can see here. There's purple, orange, jade, green, black, gray. I don't think blue. Maybe not blue, but several different options. I'll leave links down in the descriptions. You can go check it out if you'd like. But each handle color has either a stonewashed or a black coated blade. So there's several options out there for you. As you can see, you've got a very generous forward finger choil. Absolutely can choke up on it. The jimping on the spine, done very well. It's on the border of being maybe a little too aggressive, but it's not to me anyway. It grabs my thumb very, very well. Now, of course, you do have some jimping. You got a little bit more aggressive, or more, I guess I should say more fine jimping on the front flipper, top flipper, however you want to refer to it. Overall action is really pretty nice. Really pretty nice. Nice drop. Comes shut. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with the build. Pretty happy with the action overall. So let's see. Spec check time. Now you're looking at pretty much an 8-inch knife. Just over 4.5 on the handle, which is going to give you just shy of 3.5 on the blade. Your cutting edge is going to come in right at 3 inches. So depending on your local laws, you know, is this a 3-inch blade or is this a 3-inch blade? To me, a 3-inch cutting edge is a 3-inch blade. But, you know, like I said, local laws, better check them just to be sure. Size comparison with the PM2. Overall, fairly comparable. We got PM2 is probably just a little bit longer, I should say, by a hair on both ends, especially on the blade. Then, of course, our bug out is going to be a smaller knife than the EFD. Get a nice weight here. I'm really digging the action on it. It's got a good action. Grams, 109 or 3.8 ounces. A little bit larger knife, a little bit heavier, nothing crazy, nothing major. In and out of the pocket fairly easily. You've got a nice ramp on that pocket clip. As you can see there, deep carry. It disappears in the pocket. You got maybe a tiny bit of peekaboo going on there, but yeah, nothing major. Retention. You got a decent pop off that clip, or off the seamier pocket, excuse me, from the clip. Pretty good tension on it. So overall, I was a fan of the field duty, and overall, you know, ergonomics, pretty much everything. And you know what? Same goes for the EFD, the everyday field duty. Ergonomics are great. The upturn of the pocket clip, not an issue in my grip at all. The pocket clip does really start to dive down almost immediately, so it gets out of the way. Even going forward on that choil, there's no issue with the clip anywhere in my grip. I like the overall profile. Fit and finish, on point, like I said. Action, pretty darn good. Snaps open. And then your access to your liner lock. I mean, don't have to dig my thumb in there really at all. You've got a little cutout, and then you do have a little bit of jimping on that liner lock. It's pretty darn easy. I prefer to use the hole method for opening, not necessarily the front flipper. It's just a personal preference thing. You know, front flippers, this one's not bad. It doesn't protrude out there quite a bit. The ones I don't like are the ones that stick way up out of there for whatever reason. I'm not sure who thinks that's a good idea, but some people do. Obviously, they design knives that way. So, yeah, just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, the EFD, it's a really, really nice budget version of the original Field Duty, which was a pretty darn good knife in its own right. So, EFD, right in there, keeping the power going with the Field Duty line 100% in my opinion. Like I said, plenty of color options, blade options, a stonewashed or coated, a black coated blade. So many choices. Now these guys sell for right around $85. I think that's pretty right in there. You know, for materials, you know, G10, maybe for $85 I'd like to see some micarta, but hey, it is what it is. So, but again, I really appreciate Leon sending this one and the Trinity. It is the Trinity, right? Yeah, the Trinity. I thought so. So we'll be taking a look at that one as well here pretty soon. Making it through the SHOT Show knives. I've had a bunch of knives in. Got a lot in through the pass around. So trying to make sure I spend some time with each knife, get to know it, get to love it, maybe not get to love it in some cases. That's happened recently. So, but anyway, always appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out what I have to show you. Well, it posts every morning. I was going to say every morning. These post early in the morning. So when you're waking up, having your coffee, sit down with YouTube, have a cup of coffee with Big Red, and check out what he shows you every morning. So I really appreciate it, guys. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. And until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.